Because you see, when thought comes to an end, something new takes place. And this is what people, those people who talk about meditation, have tried. There are those Zen group, there are those transcendental, what are they? Meditators. There are those who join various groups of meditation. All trying to bring about a cessation of thought so that a new quality of energy can come into being. Call it what the name doesn't matter. To me, to the speaker, because I've watched all this, speaker has watched all this for many years, gone into it. To the speaker, all these are rather immature, childish, and ultimately meaningless. I'll show you why, because you have to understand this, because you are surrounded by all these things. First of all, one observes, if you have gone into this sufficiently, into yourself, not according to anybody, you will find that thought must stop sometime so that you can see things differently. You can feel differently. That is absolutely so. If you are chattering all the time as you are, comparing, judging opinions, endless chatter, obviously, there is no space for something new to take place. Only when the mind is still, quiet, completely motionless, then perhaps there's something new taking place. Not new in terms of the old, not in terms of the known, something totally different. So, let's examine the various groups, various systems of meditation to still the mind. First of all, there is the transcendental meditation. God, I don't know why you get involved in all this. You have no reference, you have no background, you have no education about all this. Somebody comes along, promises you, do this, and you swallow whole thing. So let's look at it. You know, the idea of this transcendental meditation is that you repeat certain mantra. Do you know all about this, don't you? Need I go into this question of mantra? Oh, no, don't waste time. You can invent your own mantra. The people, some guru hasn't to come from India to tell you his sacred mantra. You can invent it for yourself, repeat certain phrases, Ave Maria or God knows what else, and you have your mantra. Now, please listen. Listen. Once you see the truth of it, you will never touch it. Because when you see the false, you see the truth. And it is that truth that will free the mind from the force. You can repeat a mantra, a word, over and over again, verbally, loudly, moving your lips. Then you repeat those words silently. And after repeating silently for some time, you float off, you jump over, you spring off from there. That is, spring off into something that you don't know, something that you hope to find. But before you repeat these words, mantras, whatever they do, your life is disorderly. Your life is disturbed, confused, irrational, illogical, insane. And you hope to bring rationality, sanity into your life by repeating these mantras, these words. So you become less angry, little more cheerful, perhaps not so aggressive, and so on. Still very superficial. We are talking about a life that is totally, radically different. A new race of mind and heart. And so, that type of meditation, which is really not meditation at all, it is a form of self-deception. And I have discussed this matter in India with some of those people who've gone into this very thoroughly. And they say, you're quite right, sir, but not for us. You are right, what you say is truth, what you are saying is the highest form, but not for us. They don't say why, because they have their investment, their disciples, their property, their following. You follow? So they say, keep it to yourself, not for us. Then there are other forms of meditations, all wanting to still the mind, to make the mind completely quiet. So they offer systems, methods. If you have tried one method, all other methods are the same. The method is daily practice. Either you sit down cross-legged. Again, I don't know why you have to sit cross-legged. You can do this kind of meditation in bed or lying down in the sun in a tree. But you see, when you sit cross-legged, according to your guru, it's more romantic. It's more conducive. And also, when you sit straight, the basis of this is, if you sit straight, blood goes to your head more easily, that's all. So you sit straight and you practice. The more you practice, the more mechanical you become. The practice will produce what you desire. What you desire is the highest form of pleasure. Whether it's enlightenment, whether it's God, whether it is your super sexual demands or whatever it is. It is still a mechanical pursuit, and therefore still within the field of the known. Though you hope through the known to jump off. Because you have never understood what the known is. How can you jump off something if you have not laid the foundation rightly? If your life is not righteous, orderly, sane, where is the foundation? So those people who want to meditate, much better not to meditate. That's only an escape. But whereas if you gave your attention to bring about order in your life, not according to some psychologist, but in the light of your own understanding, in the light of your own inquiry, understanding yourself, and out of that order comes the real action from which you can move, in which you can go very far.